Ninjago versus Crystal.
Question 1. What did you think about Crystal League?
I thought Crystal League was amazing and phenomenal and the top-notch film that he released and produced this year. Honestly, it was amazing with the voice acting, with the story, with the visuals. He just outdoes himself every single time, and just how clear and how much the graphics and the focus has bettered in his film is just outstanding, and including the animation. He's outdid himself again. Perfect, beautiful film, and everyone did a great job putting it together, but he solidified it perfectly.
I think Crystal League is a very good film from Brick Legacy Ninja, and I really enjoy the Overlord's character design. No, not character design, just his character voice, the way he's presented and everything.
Question 2. What is your favorite Brick Legacy film and why?
I think that my favorite Brick Legacy short or video would have to be Lego Ninjago: A Christmas Carol Through Time. Not just because I'm in it and I voice Woo, that's cool and all, and I'm very lucky I'm able to do that, but upon rewatching it a few times with my friends and all that, just for fun, it's very, very funny. I mean, it's genuinely hilarious. The humor is very, very good. Not a lot of Ninjago content creators and as I said in the previous question, kind of nail the comedy in the actual show, but I think it's really, really good. The stakes are high, and it's a Christmas special. I mean, you don't see a whole lot of Christmas stuff related to Ninjago, so I think it's really cool that we're able to see that humor, see the action. The animation is, again, spectacular. Everyone else does such a great job voice acting, and I'm glad I could be in it, but yeah, really great stuff, and I think that, again, that humor and animation really do sell it for sure. It's really, really good.
It actually might shock a lot of people, but my personal favorite was actually have to be Ninjago v Batman, as that was not only when I personally first started doing a lot of voice acting for Brick Legacy Ninja, but it was also a real turning point with his own stuff as well, as you could see that over time his progress got really, really good, but with that one in particular, you could see that he was about to go places.
Question 3. What do you think about Brick Legacy's format of doing movies instead of series?
I think his format is genius. Honestly, I think the way he has these movies is better than, just having a bunch of these episodes, because when you watch all these different films, instead of it being he has them as episodes himself. All these films are leading up to one another, as, it's just like a Marvel movie. I know his new format since Endworld has been, basically been about, similar to Avengers Endgame, where he has his new intro and where he's including all these different characters from all these different themes like no one has before. And I think that's really genius, and that's why, a lot of people come to love his stuff, because he's creative and he includes Ninjago and themes that people haven't even really thought of or made themselves, and he's motivated a lot of people to do so, which is amazing. And I love it because, he has to put all his time in one project, and he doesn't have to feel rushed.
Yeah, so I think that having the change from shorts or episodes to a movie, obviously that will vary depending on content creator. But for what Brick Legacy Ninja does, I think having the movie aspect to it is really unique, because you're able to kind of have a video or a very quick short little video, for instance, just kind of explaining, hey, here's the theme song. Or here's whatever we're doing with this, and here's a little teaser. And then you're able to kind of drop a 30-minute video or an 11-minute video or an hour-long video. And these movies are, I think he's able to create these events. They're not just short little Lego movies. They are literal events. Like I said, they're big deals, and they're obviously very well done. And I think it's really cool that he can kind of tease you and then drop just a big old banger right in the middle. It sounds weird, but it's true. His videos are really great, and having them as opposed to episodes just having a one big drop like a film, I think it does add to that epic feel to it.
Question 4. What do you think about Brick Legacy's improvement as he went from this to this?
I think Legacy's improvement over the course of time, not way back further from the Kai versus Ice Warriors video. There's another video before that. That happened back in 2017, and now 2024. That's 7 whole years. I think those 7 whole years should be a symbol and should be a motivation for young and aspiring animators to show that with time and progress and patience, you can elevate, and you can and will get better, and you will grow into something more and more magnificent as time digresses. But you have to put in the work and effort, and that's exactly what Legacy's done. Like the progression that he's done over the past 7 years is absolutely amazing. It's an inspiration to me, and it should be an inspiration and an acknowledgement to everyone else that wants to start getting into stop motion. It should be a symbol of reasoning as to never give up, and to make sure to understand that patience is a virtue that you must have if you are really willing to take animation seriously and develop something and make something great into breathtaking.
Honestly, it shows that he's come a long way since he started. Like, the amount of like progress that he's made and like the amount of like development that's happened with him is absolutely amazing. I'm absolutely loved it. I've loved seeing how he went from like his original animation to where he is now. It works super, super well.
Brick Legacy's improvement is absolutely insane. Kai versus the Ice Warriors to the scene in End Worlds, and like everything just, it's incredible.
Question 5. Why do you watch Brick Legacy stuff?
I watch Brick Legacy Ninja stuff because A, it gives me ideas for my own projects, B, because it's really, really entertaining, and C, it's one of my good buddies. I can confidently say he's one of my best pals, and I love watching his content.
I watch Brick Legacy stuff because he shows how much he loves these other franchises. By which I mean all these Ninjago versus said series, like Ninjago versus Avengers, Ninjago versus the Crystal League, or the Justice League, basically. Ninjago versus Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Ninjago versus Sonic. All those other stuff that he does the Ninjago versus with is because he loves all those other franchises that he's done with too. He loves Marvel. He loves DC. He loves Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. He loves Sonic. He loves them so much that he's actually gone and watched all those things, done and played all those games from all those other franchises because he loves them, and he loves them so much to the point where he wanted to make a collaborative project about the ninja, and with the ninja, which is his first and probably his most favorite franchise of all, which is why you'll see Ninjago versus everything else. So he genuinely loves all of these characters. He understands their personalities. He understands them as a fan of every franchise, and that's what I really love. He wouldn't make a Ninjago versus Star Wars or Ninjago versus Monkey Kid if he's never watched Monkey Kid or never watched Star Wars, because he doesn't want to disrespect the source material and offend fans from those franchises. Whereas Marvel versus DC, Marvel and DC, he is comfortable with those franchises because he's actually watched, played games, read books from all those other franchises, and he wants to collaborate them with Ninjago because he knows that it would be a great story, and he wants to entertain not just Ninjago fans but DC and Marvel, TMNT and Sonic fans from all over the world and globe, and have them all connect into one. And I find that so admirable and admiring and just great. It's very hard to stay track with a lot of those characters in many different franchises, but the fact that he's able to do that all in one is honestly very, very, very admirable. And that's why I really love watching his stuff, because you can tell he's not just a Ninjago fan, he's a fan of many franchises, and he wants to share that same love and appreciation that he has for those franchises with the world.
And now for the exclusive questions for the members of Brick Legacy's. Question 1. What is it like working with Brick Legacy?
Working with Legacy has been like a dream, man. Like, it's almost, it's been a year, but it's just beautiful, and it's very fun because back in Crystal League, I asked him, he's very wide open to new ideas, and he allowed me to put emotion into Kai's character. Like, whenever you hear me like grunt and do like action noises and fight sound effects, he allowed me to do that. I asked him, and he gives us the freedom. He allows us to have fun with it, and that's the beauty of acting. He's also very patient and inclusive with his cast and community. So for us, example, he made us posters. He told us, like, he always gives us props. He always makes sure we're included. We like what we see, and he also teases us here and there with like the production, and like, he's a W boss. That's all I can say. He's really the GOAT.
I think that working with specific content creators, or in this instance, Ninjago, stop motion animators and all that, most of the ones that I've worked with are very nice. They're very accommodating, and they're like, hey, here's your lines. You don't need them right now. Here's a deadline, here's a due date, and all that. And Brick Legacy Ninja is definitely one of the best I've worked with. First of all, he has great scripts. Okay, it's really really fun to record dialogue for him because the writing is really good. Obviously, being able to do the voices is really fun as well, and I enjoy doing it. But yeah, he's really responsive. He's very nice. He's very easy to work with, and he does give you a lot of time to record them. He does have those due lines, and which everyone does need due lines, but it's not like, oh, I need this by Tuesday now. It's like, he gives you a lot of breathing room, which is nice, and yeah, I really enjoy working with him, and I can't wait to do more work in the future.
Question 2. Do you like being in Brick Legacy's crew, and why?
I love being a part of Brick Legacy's crew because all of us were very close. We don't see each other as co-workers or employees of Legacy stuff. We all see each other as friends. And like I said earlier, like about how we are very closely knit, Legacy treats us as his friends or like his own family. We treat each other that almost the same way too. We banter with each other a lot. Yeah, there is a few instances we have our moments, and it's very funny. It's very fun and exclusive, and I really do love voicing and being a part of this group of people, these amazing, talented people. And it's fun because I'm also not just one of his voice actors, I'm also his casting director. So aside from auditions he does from casting calls on Instagram, if he can't find a particular voice that he needs for a character, I'm usually his go-to guy. I help him find other voice actors that we're looking for projects and movies. A lot of these guys that I got that are part of the cast now, I recommended Legacy to them. I recommended them to Legacy, and they've never looked back, and I'm so happy because they get to express so much of their hard work and their effort, and people love them, and they get to be in more different stuff from other people, and it's fun because it's not even just other people, but like we all, like in the group, in that crew, we're all our own animators. We have our own channels too. We want to tell our own stories, so everyone wants to work together to work on those stories together, make effort, and we talk about other things, and it's so fun, and it's so great because it doesn't feel like it's a one thing for a specific project. It feels like it's a working community, working together to get something each of us want to aspire differently done, but express it to tell the world. And I really love being a part of a group like that.
Ninjago versus Crystal League.